Hi, I'm Dr. Elliot Adam from ElliotOracle.com. I'm also the author of Fearless Tarot, How to Give a Positive Reading in Any Situation, which is due out from Llewellyn Books this October and is already available for pre-order at the Llewellyn website or Amazon or anywhere you get your magical books. It is time for this month's Tarotscopes, so I'm going to do 4 videos, and in this first part, I'm going to cover the astrological signs of Aries, Taurus, and Gemini, and I'm just going to talk about what you might have to expect for the month of July 2020. So if you are an Aries, or you have a lot of Aries in your chart, this is going to be the message that's first for you. The Lovers, 9 of Pentacles, all right, and the Magician. So a pretty powerful month for Aries. Aries is going to be working in tandem or in partnerships with others, especially with that Lovers card there. This could be a month where you really want to focus on partnerships, reconnecting, or also coming to some sort of consensus or agreement about something important. Anything that affects finances, money, wealth, that 9 of Pentacles is really saying that there's some financial matters that are going to need some attention. And it could be that you need to get other people on your side, or you may need to negotiate something or come up with some sort of an agreement. Also, the Lovers card can indicate partnerships or actual relationships. So this could indicate that this isn't just a time to tackle your own finances, but also to tackle the finances of your significant other or the person that you're with. It might be a time of negotiating something. And whenever we have that Lovers card, there's this need for cooperation right now. And it's in direct conflict with that Aries instinct to forge ahead and to be the self sign. We got the Magician, who's also numbered 1, just like the astrological sign of Aries is the first sign. And so there might be a little bit of a push and pull, especially between wanting to do something on your own or take initiative or take the leadership with the Magician card, and then also feeling like you have to check in with other people. I really feel like this is a great time for money for Aries. So anytime that you're going to be spending on planning for the future, forecasting a future plan, or even getting your thoughts focused or zeroed in on a specific goal is going to be really helpful for the sign of Aries. And then also the Magician reminds you that your thoughts are like magic spells, Aries. They're going to totally create the reality that you're experiencing this next month. So if you don't like how something's looking, it might be a time to shift or change your focus. Even the Falcon, who's known for his focus on that 9 of Pentacles card, is being trained. He's wearing a hood, and his mistress is making him focus only on what she wants him to see. And so this could be a time to take control of your own focus and to really zero in on those major goals that really need to get off the ground. As long as you're cooperatively working with others with that Lovers card, success is going to be assured. So that is the message for Aries. Next, we're going to go into the astrological sign of Taurus. So if you are a Taurus or you have a lot of Taurus in your chart, this is going to be the message for you. Oh, that one really wanted to flip out. 2 of Cups, another partnership card. So similar to Aries, there's going to be a lot of partnership energy for Taurus. Page of Wands and 4 of Swords. So for Taurus, the 2 of Cups is all about communication and reconnecting. It's a card of partnerships. And yes, it can also be a card of true love. So this could be a time where it's time to open your heart or to communicate something that is secret or felt from beneath the surface and let it be known. But also that 2 of Cups is a card of letting people leave the table with their dignity intact, communicating about a very specific issue, but doing it in a very respectful way. And that 2 of Cups is also a card of cooperation, much like the Lovers card that we talked about, the sign of Aries. So this is going to be a time, again, of reconnection. And it follows a time of that 4 of Swords, which is of isolation, seclusion, rest, solitude, exile, retreat, planning and thinking. And so this could be just a time where it's finally time to get that ball rolling and maybe come out of the isolation and connect with or re-establish communication with the people that are going to help you get to where you really want to go. And that's all in that center card of the Page of Wands. This next month of July is going to be a month of aspiration for the sign of Taurus. And the Page of Wands, he holds that tall wand in front of his face, and this indicates that he's still growing into it. He's still developing his skills. However, the growing is happening in the right direction. And so when we see that Page of Wands, this could be a time where you really want to mark your progress and also just know that you are growing into something beautifully. you might also need a little bit more help at this time. And that Four of Swords is a card of exile, solitude, doing things on your own, absolutely. But the Two of Cups is saying that now is also a time to bring other people on board, to communicate. And with that Page of Wands there, it could be communicating about whatever it is that you're trying to launch or grow or see develop. So this is a time to really get passionate about that. The last thing I'll say about the Four of Swords is that this is a time to really center in on your inner peace. This month could be a time to take a break. This could be a time where instead of striving and achieving so much with that Page of Wands, instead now it's time to recharge your batteries, get clear, get focused before August. Because I have a feeling that August is going to be a lot more active than the month of July for you. As long as you're working with other people and being respectful, especially in your communication or how you're approaching them with that Two of Cups, this is going to promise to be a really wonderful time. And also Taurus is ruled by the planet of Venus, which has all to do with love and luxury and enjoying things. And so this could just be a time to spoil yourself a little bit more or to reach out to others on a much greater degree. And it might also just be a time to really expose your heart or expose your feelings. So Taurus, don't be afraid to communicate. This next month for the sign of Gemini, if you are a Gemini or have a lot of Gemini in your chart, this is going to be the message for you. Let's go into Gemini. First, Death card, major changes in the works for July. Strength card. And the Six of Pentacles. So Gemini might have just experienced a time of really cataclysmic change. It's like your old way has died and the new life is now starting up. We see that sun that's rising or setting on the Death card, and whether it's rising or setting really isn't important because as it rises here, it is setting there. And this just indicates that one area of your life has come to closure. It's been complete. It's time to focus your energies towards what's new. And this change might not have been easy to go through. Whenever we deal with the Death card, there's also that connotation of grief. And sometimes we see that change and we're like, all right, I know I have to change, but this feels really uncomfortable. It's really pushing me past the comfort zone. But with the Death card for Gemini, it looks like that has been reined in or at least confronted. And it also looks like now you're able to focus your energy towards really developing yourself a little bit more. We also got that Strength card, the second major arcana card for Gemini. And strength is all about reining in those things in your life that felt unruly or out of control. The woman on the Strength card is a representation for your higher self. And your higher self really knows best. Also, when you let your higher self take the lead, it can tend to rein in those things that feel out of control in your life. And this could be your fears or, your lower nature or your comfort to hold on to the past or whatever it is that you were transforming before, wanting to go back. And that Strength card is just saying your higher self is making these nice little self-corrections right now, where you're really reining in behaviors that have been out of control before, and you're also getting focused on the future. And then whenever we see the Strength card, she also, the woman on the Strength card, has a little infinity symbol above her head. And this means that the work of reining in those things through good decision making every day isn't something you just do one day and it's done and now you're strong. It's something that continually needs to be reinforced, much like strengthening a muscle. And then finally for Gemini, this could be a time of generosity where someone is really starting to benefit you in some way. They're starting to help you out. The Six of Pentacles is a card of benefactors, and it might have indicated that up until now you've really had to go it alone. You've really had to really focus on your own goals and really do this all by yourself. But as we get that Six of Pentacles card, help could be on the way. So if there is help being offered to you at this time, the Six of Pentacles is just saying, say thank you. Don't say, oh no, you don't have to help me. It's all right, I can do it all by myself. Also with that Six of Pentacles, it can indicate sometimes that maybe you need to be the helper at this time. So really focus on giving of yourself if you need to. The scales that are on that Six of Pentacles that the merchant is holding is saying that good deeds that are done are never wasted. And in the form of good karma, these things will benefit you in the long run. So that is video one. Please join me for the other videos if you have a lot of other astrological chart planet things that you want to check into or even other signs for loved ones. And that is it. I will see you next month, and please do take care of yourselves and take care of each other.